What's up, y'all? Bill Cammack here, BillCQC.com. We're going to get into some GarageBand today. Reader Steve wanted to know about creating beats from scratch, so that's what we're going to look at. So you got GarageBand 3, which is free with your Mac OS system. And what we're going to do is we're going to select New Music Project. We are going to call this Beat Creation. Alright, GarageBand has a pretty limited set of things you can do. So we're going to have to do this differently from Logic. Basically what we're going to use is new track and duplicate track, and we're also going to use musical typing. Musical typing makes it so you can either use the cursor or you can actually use the keys to play your notes. So first of all, we have a piano here. That's not what we want. What we want actually is drums. So what I'm going to do is come down here to our info, click this. You see it's on pianos, grand piano. We want this actually on drum kits. Let's get the rock kit. So that's going to change this to rock kit. Now when we go to our musical typing, we're actually playing drums instead of piano. So next we want to set up our loop, which is this button down here. We've got our loop. Let's make this shorter. Drag this. Now if we play it, it'll play through, but you won't hear anything. What you can do if you want to make up your beat without recording it at the same time, you can go to your preferences. You can select metronome during playback and recording. So now if you play it, you hear the ticks. Then after you decide what you want to do, you're going to hit the record button over here and record your track. Alright, so as far as timing, that's a little off because that's how it's going to work without quantization. Quantization is making sure the notes fall on particular beats. So what you're going to do is you're going to click right here and you're going to align your notes to whichever one makes it sound the way you intended for it to sound when you played it. So let's try this one. Okay, that's not it. Let's try the next one. That's not it either. Let's try the next one. Okay, that's what I was looking for. Now, what you don't have with GarageBand is a split function, so we're going to have to duplicate this track and take one section out and leave the other section in. So now we're going to grab this, we're going to copy it, we're going to paste it. So now we have the exact same thing on both of these tracks, except we're going to split it. Make this one the kick. Make this one the snare. The reason you want to do this is so you can affect each track differently after you have them all laid out. So now you only want the snare notes in the snare track. select this, delete it. Up here, you want just the kick in the kick track. So now if I click my solo, which means you only listen to that particular track, you're going to hear just that instrument. Actually, right now you're hearing that instrument and the metronome, so we're going to turn that back off. So now what that did for you is you can make the kick sound different without affecting how the snare sounds. To do that, you're going to come down here to Details, and in this case I want to use an equalizer. Now I can affect the snare on its own as well. Click this to select it. Come down here to reverb. Let's put some reverb on the snare. Let's with it off. Let's with it on. From there, what you do is you add tracks and you build out the rest of the kit. These knobs right here are your volume, so that's how you're going to essentially mix the tracks against each other volume-wise. And that's pretty much it. Once you created your beat, you can move on to keyboards or whatever else you want to add in. Bill Cammack, BillCQC.com, or check me out on Facebook. I'm out. Peace.